Lions. It is that time of year, and we are ready to go. It's snowing here in New York, and my guys are ready to roll. The regular crowd has shuffled in. Weather, a huge part of the story in a lot of cities today. There are a lot of stories. Adam Schefter, getting started for us. Good morning.
All right, Green News. At this time last week, when the Colts quarterback Daniel Jones ruptured his Achilles tendon, and as the Colts mulled their options as to what they do, they decided that the best option out there right now would be 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who hadn't played an NFL game in 1,800 days since the COVID season of 2020. They brought him in, they signed him, and I'm told to practice this week that a ball barely hit the ground. It won't be a mental challenge for Rivers today. It'll be a physical challenge against a tough Seattle defense in a loud environment, and wait till he gets hit for the first time. Rivers will be one of 3 quarterbacks making his first start of the season today. Let Brady cook in New York. He makes his first start for the New York Jets. Kenny Pickett starts against his former Eagles team. He grew up an Eagles fan, and Marcus Mariota is back in the starting lineup with Jaden Daniels out. Later this afternoon, the big injury questions involve the Packers running backs. Josh Jacobs is listed as questionable due to a knee injury that's bothered him for a few weeks now. I'm told he is expected to play. His backup running back, Emmanuel Wilson, showed up at the Packers facility yesterday, really sick. They sent him home. They're hoping he can play today. Don't know, but Jacobs should be good to go. And, of course, weather will be a factor today. Take a look at some of the conditions we're going to get today. Snow and 23-degree temperatures in Foxborough. In Cincinnati, it's going to feel like -4 for the Bengals and Ravens. Ooh. In Chicago, real feel of -5. That is going to be brutal today in Chicago. And in Kansas City, it'll be mostly sunny, 18 degrees, feeling a little bit warmer. But weather will play a factor in this big Week 15.
Absolutely. Shefty's once again channeling his inner Ginger Z there as we look at some of these weather games. I think fans are fascinated. I've always felt this way by weather games, to see you guys go out there and play and coach in those conditions. Teddy, if you think back on your career, cold weather games, anything jump immediately to mind?
Yeah, we all know it just feels different in cold weather, but amazing things happen. I think the most amazing thing I've ever seen happen in a cold game in 2003 when we played the Miami Dolphins. My backer hood brother, Ted Johnson, took on a guard by the name of Jamie Nails and split his helmet like an egg. Right there. So cold weather, the helmets feel a little different. They get a little bit crackly. And then Ted split Jamie Nails right there. You see it. It just dropped to the ground after Ted put him helmet to helmet. Big old Ted Johnson, blockhead that he was. And man, woo! I saw it from the sideline. I was like, oh my gosh, Ted just broke somebody's helmet. One of the most amazing things I ever saw by Ted.
Hard to throw it, hard to catch it.
You know, real quick, one thing fans always ask about, well, when is cold? Anytime you see that negative. 2 games, Chicago and Cincinnati today, fans, now that's cold.
Rex would just be out there in the sweater vest.
Sweater vest,
yeah.
Just an extra sweater
little
vest.
Sweater vest in there, man. You know, I tell you what's so funny, as the years went on.
Yeah.
I had that little diving outfit on there. That's
you and me both.
I don't know how little it was, but that's a whole other conversation. Okay, opening kicks, Packers and Broncos is where it starts. Teddy, get it rolling.
That's the game, fellas. Packers, Broncos, I can't wait to see it. And Jordan Love has been on fire. The accuracy that he's shown. Wide receivers got to love this, Moss. In stride, full speed, runner's balls where you can do a lot with it after the catch. What Christian Watson has been able to do. Look at that. Full speed still. The defender has to be in tight coverage. The Broncos are going to play a lot of man-to-man coverage. It's what they love to do. But these balls, you're going to have to have great coverage and make plays like this, because Jordan Love's been on fire. Broncos, Packers. Man, this is the one for me, guys.
Well, this quarterback play, let's talk about the #1 quarterback in all of football right there, Matthew Stafford. One thing about it, Jared Goff and the Lions are going on the road to try to stop this hot arm and his hot wide receivers and Devontae Adams. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Puka Nacua. But one thing last week, nobody thought Amon-Ra St. Brown was going to play. One thing about Dan Campbell, talking about his face, he's the face of the franchise, talking about his grit, his toughness. Y'all ready to take that grit and that toughness on the road? Man, I can't wait to see it, Lions. Show up today in L.A. It's going down.
Well, bad weather affects humans. It does not affect Josh Allen. I'm telling you, the baddest man on the planet. And he's going to do it not just with his arm, but with his legs today. He's He's going to have to. He's got to put on that cape. That's what Josh Allen does this time of year. They need it. They have to beat the Pats here or surrender that division. No chance. Josh Allen, in my opinion, gets it done today.
Come on. All right, well, how about this one? Colts at Seahawks, and this one's all about Phillip Rivers making his return. The 44-year-old grandpa, fresh off of coaching his son's high school football team. But let's not forget, he knows these guys, right? He's thrown the ball to Jonathan Taylor. He's thrown the ball to Michael Pittman. Played his last year in Indy where he only won 11 football games. He's back, though, after 5 years off. And boy, what's on the other side? Why, it's only the best, one of the best defenses in the NFL in one of the loudest stadiums on earth. What could go wrong? Can't wait to see it. I kind of think it's brilliant, though.
5 years old?
5 years. I kind of think it's brilliant, though. This one's phenomenal. I think we're all going to be tuning in.
5 years old.
Players retire after 5 years.
How tough is this guy, by the way? Justin Herbert played last week with the broken, taking the Patriots seriously. Drake Maye was 13 of 14 after halftime. Patriots won it on a 52-yard field goal with 15 seconds left. Division's on the line today. Patriots clinch it with a win after Buffalo won it the last 5 years. Both teams know this is a monster matchup in Foxborough.
The Pats are going to win in Buffalo as they snap the Bills' 14-game home winning streak.
I think you learn more from the losses, and we feel like we've kind of been battle-tested in a sense.
Yes, we know that the divisional games are like playoff games.
The great thing about this league is there's one waiting for us. There's another one waiting for us.
We're not too worried about where we lie as underdogs.
Off the downfield, touchdown!
It's a time to push for the playoffs, right? So you got to get your best effort from all your guys and then make sure that physicality is still there.
On the way, get it done, play for each other, love y'all.
We'll have to do everything we did in that game and then some to try to neutralize him in the run game.
The beast has been released!
November is when football starts, November and December.
Ready for a really good one. Sal Palantonio's in Foxborough for us. Sal, we talk about so much on the line today. What do we need to know ahead of this matchup?
Well, this is a benchmark game for the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. When you think about it, you think about Josh Allen's 8 years in the league. First, Tom Brady was in the way. Then Patrick Mahomes was in the way. And now Drake Maye, second-year quarterback of the New England Patriots, considered an odds-on favorite for many people as the MVP in the league. He's in the way. And Josh Allen talked about it this week. What do they have to do to avoid getting the sweep? Don't turn the ball over like they did in Buffalo. Those 3 turnovers in Buffalo, including the Josh Allen interception, were basically the difference in a 3-point game in Buffalo. And you're right, Greeny. It definitely put this New England team on the map. But if they beat Buffalo today and clinch the division title and sweep Josh Allen, that will really get the attention of the national stage in the NFL more than it has in the last couple of weeks. And they have been playing really, really well on this winning streak. This is perfect weather for a Patriots-Bills game. 32 degrees, real feel 23, snow, a little bit of wind, about 8 miles an hour. Supposed to dissipate a little bit when the game starts at about 2 o'clock. We won't have that much snow, but we got snow right now.
Okay. Sal, stay warm there. We're back with you in a little while. Practically balmy compared to some of the other places they're playing today. Such an interesting game, not just on the field, but psychologically, I think, for both of these teams. Teddy, obviously, those are the Patriots. You know them so well. How are they approaching it? What does this mean to them?
Yeah, Sal's right. I mean, Drake Maye's in the way of Josh Allen, but I argue, I mean, they win today. He's not in the way. He's taken over. All right, their hat and T-shirts are on the line, and you love these games. And why do we as football players love games when there's free swag in the locker room after the game? Because it'll say you put on your hat, your division championship, your T-shirt, and all that. That's where the Patriots are right now. But what Vrabel's done, I mean, my old friend. It's proactive coaching, if you will. Proactive coaching in terms of he sees problems before they happen, and then he coaches them. For example, these quarterbacks that want to tiptoe along the sideline, okay, get 3 to 4 extra yards before they get out of bounds. Vrabel sees this as a coach and says, you know what, I'm going to talk to my guys about this. He talked about it this week. Let's listen to Coach right here.
When I say we better not get cute over there by the sidelines because this is legal, I turn around and tell the defense, if this is happening, you know, we need to try to knock it out of them as legally as possible.
That's right. Knock the ish out of him, Coach. That's what I'm talking about. And Josh knows it because this is a big part of the game today, fellas. Josh Allen running, getting to the sideline. Okay, you see it here. He cuts back on a defender, but watch the pursuit that they're coaching. That he tells them, listen, no free yards because they come back into the sideline. You want to let them have it. And here's Christian Ellis against Jackson Dart. And then exactly what Vrabel's talking about. No free yards. Get your butt out of bounds. If it's legal, hit them. If it's not legal, don't hit them. He sees these little trends. He coaches them up before they happen. This is a well-coached football team here, guys.
Well, one thing about it, man, you just showed my favorite defensive player as of right now in 53, Christian Ellis. But one thing about it, you talking about who does it mean more to? I just think when you look at where the Patriots has come from since last year, nobody expected Mike Vrabel to come in and have these boys on top playing for the division, middle of the season, late in the season at all. So I just really think that, first of all, you have to really commend Mike Vrabel and the coaching staff of what they've been able to put together. But now to this game with Josh Allen and what they've been doing. I seen last week being able to bring the tight end Dalton Kincaid in, coming off for injuries. Over the last couple of weeks, they've been making some hay. What did Kincaid do in the first meeting? He made some hay, but I think the unsung hero in this game was Stephon Diggs. Coming back to his former team, 10 receptions, almost 150 yards receiving. He showed up big in that second half, and I think today Stephon Diggs is going to have to show up again today.
Ted, are you sure you want to poke the bear like that? I mean, we saw what happened a couple weeks ago when Cam Hayward woke up Josh Allen and he took over that football game. I'm not sure if you're the Patriots, you want to be doing that against
it's a different guy. That's not Jackson Dart. Yeah, that's right.
This
Absolutely.
guy's unbelievable. But you always say this, like, the greatest advantage in sports is the number one seed, right? You guys had it for so many years, and I think that's what's on the line here for these Patriots and why this game means so much for them. Listen, the AFC East is over, right? They won it. The Bills are out of it. They're going to be playing on the road through the playoffs. This is huge. They are in a test with the Denver Broncos on who can get the one seed, who gets the bye. Does the Lamar Hunt Trophy run through Foxborough? That's what's on the line today. And again, a big part of that's going to be their ability to stop the run, right? James Cook, Josh Allen. I mean, it's the best run game in football. Can they stop it?
Yeah, and quite honestly, one of the best run defenses in the National Football League, third overall. All right, so this team came out of nowhere, right? Well, everything they did, every decision that New England did in the offseason is for right now. They're the best coach. Higher by far, right? I mean, you get a coach of the year right here in Mike Vrabel. Took them from nothing. They were the bottom feeders of this division and now went all the way up. Bring in a guy like Stephon Diggs. All right, you bring in the D lineman from Philadelphia. Made a huge difference right there. Everything they've done, all right, has struck gold. But to me, today, this is all about the Buffalo Bills. Do you have that championship spirit? That mentality. I know one guy that does, Josh Allen. Yeah. Josh Allen has never lost a game in his life. His teammates have, but Josh Allen's has it. You know how I feel about Josh Allen.
Hold on.
You know how I feel about Josh Allen. To me, he's going to put it on his back. And Brew, you talked about it. He's going to run. Here's the difference. When homeboy, you come try to hit Josh Allen on the sideline, he's going to hit you back. That's who Josh Allen is. He represents the spirit of that football team. I think they got so much pride here. No way can they afford to lose this game. And the reason for it is, if you lose this game, you might as well pack your bags because you ain't going to do anything in the playoffs. This is the year they were supposed to win the Super Bowl. And now all of a sudden there's a chance that you're not going to have Lamar Jackson in it. You're not going to have Joe Burrow in it. You're not going to have Patrick Mahomes in it. This is your year. But you better beat New England. And if not, the message you send is you're in the rearview mirror.
Real quick, y'all talking about sending the message. Y'all said that the Buffalo Bills need to send a message by running the ball with Cookie?
Looky.
Well, don't y'all forget in the first 9 games, do y'all remember this defense did not allow a 50-yard rusher?
Yeah.
So you're talking about a stout defense stopping the run. We'll see today, but I think Josh Allen's arm is going to have to win this game.
It's a hat and T-shirt game. It's also sort of a baton passing game. It's been the Bills division for 5 years. If the Patriots win today, that is all over. In the meantime, people have different ways of warming up on cold days. Take a look. What do you think? We got a little baseball action out there, Teddy, in Kansas City.
Oh, that's 2 below 2. Yeah. Oh, man, I love watching him. Put him on a guard. He got a devastating spin move on the edge. This guy is a great player.
Not a bad curveball either.
Yeah, he's got a spin move. He's got a slider.
But I don't throw the baseball, man.
He's got the